Yo, what's good? You rocking with your boys on All Rights Reserved. I'm coming to y'all momentarily, as I said I would again this day. Let me tell y'all something. Have y'all seen the TMZ release? Shout out to Tina, whoever had brought that to my attention. Did y'all see the release? Yo, this gets crazier, okay? So I'm reading through that TMZ article, and there's something that caught me. They said on that same private jet that landed in Chicago, they found 70 pounds of marijuana on the plane. And I began thinking, okay, let me ask this. Last night we discussed the cold vision about it. So how people could be cold and not really be friends. But was he sticking to the code? When you think of this, how scary is it that he was like, oh, shoot, I'm in a situation where I'm not speaking up, I'm not getting in situations. Now, how many rappers have we seen get arrested for crimes like this and are back out free? That's not the norm, my guy. That's not the norm. So, me considering that to be the situation, what was the chance that in the midst of him getting that stuff seized, that he has this seizure at the same time? What's the coincidence of it? And they said they seen him taking unknown pills. At this time, the question is, did Jay know that they were caught moving that work back in? And let me ask this. A lot of rappers travel by private jet. What is the authority for them to walk up on a private jet? What's the authority? You know what I mean? What's their authority? What's the right for them to walk up on a private jet? That's the real question. I don't know what's the authority of them to do it, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the chance of them actually going up on a private jet? Um, I'm trying to figure this out. It's confusing to me because I know a lot of rappers that do a lot of stuff on these private jets. Okay, how is it that they're able to walk up on some but not others? That's where I'm confused. That's where I'm confused. Like, I don't understand it. And that's where my confusion is. I'm not getting it. I need to get some type of consensus on this. Does anyone have any information detailing this? Because I need to understand it. I really need to get it because 70 pounds is a lot. You think of a 70-pound person. No, this amount in a leafy substance that's nearly weight in grams. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. So for this to be seized and then that to happen, I see no coincidence. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something ain't right. And I think when it begins coming out, this is going to make the difference between a lot of different things. But I want you to think of this, how they were able to easily walk on his private jet and seize it, okay? But all these other rap stars that ride around on private jets doing the most never get caught. That's interesting to me. What's funny is also the friends I was referring to, he was around, they were just boasting riding on private jets and stuff. That's very crazy. Does anyone have known Juice World to ride around on private jets normally? I mean, and what would have been the reason for the feds to be on his jet? Of all rappers we know brag about it, unless they don't really do it. That's the only thing I can, unless they don't really do what they say in their raps, especially not with the drugs and stuff. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy. How many other people's stuff? Listen, let me put this out here. There's a person's house where alleged minors, it has been confirmed 3 times, have been getting violated. You haven't ran in there yet. So why are you running up on his jet and you ain't running there yet? I can answer it for you, but I'm not yet. I'm waiting. See, just like y'all wait on things, I'm waiting on this because I know why you're not running up on it. I just had to let them know I know. They at this point they know I know. So it's just to the point where you're going to try and blow these up in stories, but when it comes to lives of children, it's just a child. Is that, tell me, am I right or wrong? Because you think one way, but there are also some of them around you that don't know what you're doing. That if they knew what you were doing, you'd be their enemy. That's where it comes into, you see, maybe that'd be a little bit too deep. I'm trying not to get too deep about it, but what I'm explaining to you, this plays out all the time. You you see it play out all the time. It's just whether or not you realize it. And you got to understand the way authoritative things works the same way. There's two sides to every coin. That's the lightest one I could use. There's two sides to every coin, okay? And that's the thing. Like I really feel like in this situation, was he following a code or was he really left in the code? Don't get me wrong. I still feel those friends doing that. It's wrong. I still feel that they should have gotten him help. They were like, did you see the friends' statements? Oh my goodness. They just confirmed me. Like, you see the friends' statements? Did you see what these guys were saying? Oh, yeah, he pop a few. Dummy. Okay. Let me chat up you dummies. Percocets is taken with a prescription for a reason. A doctor gives it out for a reason. It is not a joke. It's nothing to play with. I don't care what these rappers are talking about. Now, someone sent me something else, and it has to do with your guy, Future. Future. Really? Really? So let's say, let me put you at ease, okay? You're a random rapper just chilling with another rapper. Even if you showed them something, you're saying you showing it made them addicted? It didn't. It's a choice. It is a choice. The same way he could choose who he's going to bed with, who he's riding around with, it's the same choice he can make to what he's doing. If you were hanging around him 24/7, then I'd be like, oh, okay. These guys are hanging around him. You don't think there wasn't one time they could have been like, yo, chill. Let's not do it. This is why you superstars don't want to listen to me. When are you going to listen to me? When are you going to say, maybe he's speaking to us directly for a reason? You're riding around with all them friends. All them friends. Are they there for the money or are they there to see you live longevity and good health and prosper? You need to think about this. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Now it's really making me think. They're saying they seen him pop him. Everybody happened to see him put some pills in his mouth. Did he put those pills in his mouth? Really? If he was really taking them that long, you think he wouldn't know the amount to stay stabilized, but now he overdoses? Were the pills really what they say they were? Were they prescription? That's what I'm saying. All these factors need to come out for you to understand what happened. Saying he just OD'd on him. Come on, no, my dude. And then happens, a seizure happens. And a seizure. You know, listen, it's signs and symbols. They're like, oh, now he's doing it serious. No, Keanu, no. This is cut and dry right here. If we were going to do anything, we play Clue with everybody on the plane. If I was going to do anything, to be honest with you. This one's cut and dry. It's an isolated event, okay? When I seen the feds had seized 70 pounds, that's when I said, oh, okay. Number one, let me ask this. Why? Why? I mean, why? Why even get on a plane with it? You're superstars. Why? I don't comprehend that. Unless they were allowed to smoke on the plane. You get what I'm saying? These are private jets, yo. These are private jets. You think he's the only rapper to ever be on a private jet like that? Really? For real. We've seen a capture of one other rapper. Really? And he's the only one doing it? And he's the only one that's ever doing it? Right now, there's a rapper doing it. Riding on a jet with it. Right now. I'm not saying that to expose, because I'm not saying names. I'm saying right now, there's an actor riding on a jet. There's an athlete doing it. Why in this scenario does he end up with pills going down his throat? Too much for him when he's used to taking them. I just think that's crazy. Was this cold? His friends leaving him in the cold? Or was this a code? Like, I ain't going down to speak about this. Interesting. Interesting. I provide the food for thought. That's just me being real. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I miss my phone. Like, I don't mind getting on a laptop for y'all, but I miss my phone. I got the resources to do it, but I love my phone to do it. I like the phone better. Mobility, it adds different levels that I really respect. I respect the levels it adds. And I really appreciate them, I would like to hear his unreleased song and hear what he talks about. But here's why you put respect on Juice WRLD's name. He was a young individual, and other 21-year-olds can relate to him. And ultimately, looking at this situation, it's sad that he didn't choose certain friends that would look out for his well-being. Bottom line. Bottom line. And I want to apologize to the artist that was in the chat that retracted that and got mad. Listen, I wasn't targeting no one. I'm just saying. And here's where Wrld has to agree. Here's where you got to agree. If you're Wrld, you got to agree with this. Why'd they run down on his plane? Really? Like there wasn't a movie star last week that landed in the same place. See, they know how to... Y'all knew. Why did he get a pass? Or she? And y'all ran down on his jet. Why? Why? I don't understand. I'm confused. I mean, she was like, shut up. Shut up. I was just saying, I'm done with that. I'm just saying, why? Why'd you get a pass and they run on his day? Why? Was there something he didn't do? Or, now remember, this is what y'all wait for. I know what y'all wait for. Now I want you to remember something. Someone tried to tattletale on me, and this is just YouTube. Someone tried to tattletale on me. Keanu, am I looking too deep when I say that? Someone tried to tattletale on me? Because they said, you're releasing private information. And was proven it was public? I proved it was public. Who tried to snitch on me? And did not call him out as a snitch? Who was Juice hanging around with the most? Interesting. Hmm. Remember yesterday, before TMZ released their story, what did I say yesterday? I said, we should be looking for who gave him the word. Didn't I say that? Hmm? 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 Hmm. You can't fool me. Like, I don't know why they try so hard. Like, stop trying so hard. I call you out before it comes out. TMZ's like 70 pounds. Who gave him that work on the plane? And let me ask you this. You know these illicit drugs, they increase your heart rate. So you don't think if he would have got caught, let's say that he didn't take a lethal amount, it would have increased his heart rate and it could have went to a very increased level? People get paranoid on these ones. It's not like he got caught on volume. Yes, I know what volume is. Not like he got caught on volume. It was perks. He could have easily increased his heart rate. Easily. To a deathly level if he took enough. Where normally he'd be laid back and stuff, but he was panicked and you're already on the substance. Eh, that may be a little much, but come on. Come on. Can't pull the wool now. We see all the angles. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. See, people could say you look too deep. No, no. If I looked too deep yesterday, would have been too deep. But now this comes out with TMZ's news. What was deep about it? What was too deep about it? D. Did he stick to the code or did he stick to the code? That's the question. Interesting. Very interesting. Because listen, 70 pounds, you're going to have to answer something, my friend. And here's what's crazy. There's other friends around. What, these friends are going to stick to the code? They're loyal that they're not saying nothing. We're not saying a word. Do you see the situations that young black men get put in? Do you see it? You see it yet? And I'm not arguing by choice or not by choice. I'm not even arguing that point. I'm saying, do you see? Do you recognize? 70 pounds is a lot. People have done mad time for less. Yes, they have. For a pound? Oh, they've done time. They have. Did he say the jig's up? Wow. Wow, man. I just want to tell you guys, listen, if you're a superstar and you're going to make these moves, make sure you're sober and vigilant and you think it through. Please, please. Don't do it irrationally. You got the money to move a certain way. Move that way, please. Don't do it recklessly, please. And, June, that's why I mentioned this, and that's why I appreciate CommenterNation, the greatest nation since United Nation. How there's lean on there. How do you know it was his? Oh, it was beside him. How do you know he was drinking it? Could have been the friend beside him. Again, the type of friends you're riding around. I'm telling you. And now that he's gone, do you think they're going to claim it? Oh, I'm going to just let that rock. No, I wasn't on nothing. I'm telling you guys, y'all got to be superstars more than ever. You have to be careful in this day and age. When you're a superstar, You need to be careful. They're looking to pose you as some type of threat, to make you look crazy. That's the game. Name of the game, make him look like a threat. Make him look as grisly as his music. You could be expressing yourself. Oh, he's still that guy. You could be talking about the past. He still does that. Like, it's going to be painted to make your character. Okay? Yet they got 50-year-old stalkers out here. Women that are dang near 48 still trying to commit crimes around youth. Like, the craziest stuff. Using the law to do it. Like, acting like there's so many angles right now. It's like he deserves to be locked up and not these people. So that's my thing. Do you think if we're alleging in his system were unknown things, do you think he was poisoned or do you think he actually popped it? And all the friends are saying he took some unknown pills. Oh, he took something we never knew he had. Didn't know? Didn't know? You didn't know, really. You did. I don't know. I told him to stop. But you're riding on the plane with him. Private jet. But you're on a jet. And it was all that luggage they opened up was all his. Okay. I'll rest that case. Stop. Why do they play innocent now that he's gone? That's your homie. He's the moneymaker. You should take the fall anyway. He's the moneymaker. Crazy. This is what friendship is nowadays. Mm-mm-mm. 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 That's crazy, yo. That's crazy, man. This is what friendship is nowadays. This is what friendship is. This. I'm going. You're all stepping around like, I don't know. I ain't never seen him. I didn't know that. No one knows anything. Yet they've been riding around on jets for months, partying, getting sloppy seconds for free, like you've been living a life. Now, when it matters most, when I'm going and my legacy's on the line, you can't do nothing for me. Can't make me look good, can't look out for me, can't hold me down. Like, what are you doing? What are you here for? What are you here for then? Really? Oh, he's going anyway. I know how they think. I know how they think. You can say I'm wrong. I know how they think. He's going anyway. It's not like it matters. All about me. Well, it's been that way from the jump, friends. It's been that way from the jump, guys. That's the saddest part. It's been that way. It's been that way. And I briefly touched on it. I agree with what I Smoke Hip Hop said. Yes, I believe a lot of these superstars are doing hard stuff. And at the end of the day, who's really my friend? Who's my friend? Even if he was taking pills, those pills he took, before he was deceased, what video footage do we have of him taking a pill, putting it down his throat? Did he stick to the code, or was he around people that were cold at heart? Which one is it? Exactly. What was in his drink? Did he actually take some? Did they say, oh, shoot, yo, we're going to get caught. We got to make something happen so we can all blame it on somebody. What happened to the entourage taking the fall for someone? What happened? Come on now. Another thing that came out. And Oriah, I'm in cahoots with you. He was a person that was misled, young. Hey, yo, for all of us that are older, when we were young, did we always do the right thing? To every officer of the law, did we always do the right thing? No. But what y'all don't get is these people that are quote unquote friends around these days, they are filthy. They're filthy. They're not like they were. Yeah and no. Things happen in the past, but they're filthier, grimier. Like, oh shoot, like I can't get caught with this. Discarding some stuff. Like, come on, man. I still can't get over the private jet thing. How many people on private jets moved something and was like, dang, that could have been me? Into the same airport. Hold on. So Chicago Airport, y'all can find all that work. Y'all can do it. Another criminal. But y'all can't even get y'all city under control. Y'all can't get the guns off the street. And you want me to believe y'all came upon a good find? Y'all can't even get the guns off the street. Y'all can't even stop young African American girls from being snatched up and their organs snatched out their body. Really? Really? Because I haven't even went in on that like I should. Really. But you ain't got no one else talking about Chicago even talking about that. For the most part. Talking about the major YouTube that be up here talking about everything Chicago. They don't talk about that. Why? I can tell you why. That's hitting too close to home, ain't it? And I'm not talking about you being from Chicago. I'm talking about your occupation in Chicago. That's hitting too close to home, ain't it? And that's another thing. Let me be real with you. Let me provide you the opposite view. Why should a label give a F? Why should I care? Go make my money. I'm letting you live lavishly. You're living lavish off of me. Go get my money and run it back. Who doesn't know that's part of their business? Run my money. Every second, every day, you got a quota to me. Run my money. I find that normal in the business. But that other stuff with the friends riding with me on the plane and stuff, nah. I could do bad by myself. I could do bad by myself. I could lose by myself. I could win by myself. Why do I need friends around? This is the problem. When friends are around, funny stuff be happening. If he was alone on a jet, would the same thing have happened? That's the question. I could do bad by myself. I could lose by myself. I could win by myself. Really? What was that? Whose name? You know what though? The business works a certain way. He used a sample without giving reference. Yes, you do have to run Sting's money. You used the sample. You did. You can't use the sample without permission. He happened to blow up off the sample, so it was never seen that way. But yeah, he did need to run Sting's money. That's a fact. He used Sting's sample. Don't use old school. Here's the thing. Sting's old school. He wrote that from scratch. He wrote the beat from scratch. Whatever he did was from scratch. These new age rappers, they use samples. They use all types of stuff. All types of voice changers. Everything. And maybe it did. But look at who he was hanging out with around the time. And I'm just putting it out there that one of the guys tried to snitch on me. Like, he's using private stuff. And it was a lie. Any truth to something you're telling, you had to be exasperated to do it. Like, I can't wait to tell him. Like, really? The dude told on a YouTuber. Dude tried to tell on a YouTuber. Really? You tried to say, oh, he's using my private stuff. You put public because you knew I was telling the truth about what it was that you put out publicly. That's a fact. And if you want to play on a serious note for your play, the receipts I have now going in depth on that, yo, your girl's busted wide open, my dude. Your girl's wide open. Like a Muppet. You ever see the Muppet Mouse where they're like, I got her like that now. Really? Really? Come on. Stop it. Cut the crap. Cut the crap. I seen Juice Wrld in a video with y'all, partying it up. At least that's what it looked like. Again, an all dude party. I got mad women on. No, you don't. No, you don't. Dummy, I counted more men in the video than women. There were more women in 6ix9ine's video. That's a fact. Really? Listen, in this business, the music industry, there's 3 golden rules, okay? Number 1, run they money. Get your stuff right and run they money. Number 2, save the money. What rapper talks about saving their money? Did you notice the biggest rappers in the game are what? I'll let y'all think about it. The biggest rappers in the game are what? Family men. Fact. Fact. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. Because when you're living that single life, flying around, going around, they end up with no money. All they're doing is going around smashing new joints, just bragging about it, rapping about their watches. And listen, the only person that could probably get away with it, living their life single and handling business, is Drake. There is no one else. Because Drake is a hit maker. He's a hit maker. He can ride around doing whatever and still be able to make it. For real. A lot of other rappers can't do that. They can't. They can't Drake it. I'm sorry. You guys can't Drake it in the industry. They be trying to copy. It's more to it. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. The way Drake moves is deeper than that. And that's what other cats don't get on the outside looking in. They don't get it. It's a different type of motion. He moves a certain way. This guy has a new hit like every 2 months. He's like, if I'm going to be single and I'm going to be on my own, I got to be a hit maker. He owns stuff. Listen, the way he moves is for the win. And Oriah, the only reason I don't like that term you're using is because we also use that for Bruno. Now, I put a little bit more respect on Drake than him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just do. I right or wrong, I do. More respect to Drake than him. Because Drake actually grinded from the bottom. And even if we're looking at the fact, he sounds like people. He doesn't have a history of using people to make it. He made it off of talent. Now, I don't know who says he stole what in the beginning, whatever, but he moved off of talent to my knowledge. This guy been using, that you call it, he been using people since people could be used. And he's old as crap. Like, this guy's old. He's an old user. And an old broke pimp. Because like I said in the comments, whatever Jones he thought he had on Smash, he ain't got no more. That's a fact. That's a fact. You ain't got it no more. That's how I know it's about who you know to get into certain positions. Because I'm going to tell you this. Let me make this very clear. Dog, the moment you texted, messaged your first minor is the moment you lost all respect. The moment you sat there and said, oh, she's young, but no. You lost all your respect. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's factual. That's confirmed. That's confirmed. I chatted with a few people. That's confirmed. Confirmed. Facts. And he be so butthurt. Like, You be so butthurt. Like, I'm like, did he do a new scene with his butt up? Like, you be butthurt. That's a fact. You be butthurt, my guy. He be butthurt out here for no reason. When you shouldn't have did that stuff in the first place. You know the code. You know you don't touch a minor. Really? You're mad at me because you did some nasty, grimy, underhanded, slimy-ish. Like, why are you mad at me? You're the one that moved like an idiot, simp, looking for kids. Like, kids want to make money. That's what you did. I didn't do that. Fact. Man, who's really a friend nowadays? Wow. Was this cold or was this the code we've seen in action? And that may be true, but here's what I know. He hung out with somebody that tried to tell on me about something that wasn't true. He found truth in what he could have told on this time. So if you told on a YouTuber, I don't think you're telling on other friends to get the eyes off of you. And listen, feds just don't show up. Let me explain something. Feds just ain't gonna show up to my plane like, oh, we knew you got this in there. No, somebody tipped them off. Don't you get that? They were tipped off. Even if you want to say the pilot tipped them off, okay, they were tipped off. There's no way. And there's no way it happened that way. You understand? Like somebody told. That's the game. If I want my enemy out the way, I'm a tattletale. Really? Was Juice WRLD not more popular than the people he hung around? Was he not more popular than the people he hung around? This was a setup, yo. I'm sorry. Who told on him? Feds don't just run up on a private jet. What? They got better things to do. They run up on a private jet. Yeah, somebody told. Somebody told. That's a given. I thought we all were in consensus with that here. Somebody told. Funny thing, same people. Nah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. These dudes want to do the grimiest stuff, hide their sins, but tell on others. Y'all career won't be long. Your career won't be long with that. And when I say long, he's like, oh, I'll be here for the next 2 or 3 years. Good. When I say long, I mean 20 years. He's talking about. You ain't got no longevity in this. I'm sorry. Our industry can't accept snitches. They can't. They can't. And you showed you're a snitch. You snitched on a YouTuber about something that wasn't true. Nah, you're a snitch. No, you're a snitch. You're a snitch, dog. You're a snitch. You got the nose to fit the face for a snitch. That elf nose, snitching on people. I heard something else he did. On something that wasn't even true. I'm like, what? YouTube looked at you like, what? What's wrong with him? I was like, why'd he post this then? Facts. We agree. Why'd he post it? What are you complaining about? You complained about something exposing your dirty works after X is gone. Now, a guy we seen hanging around you in all these other videos, you had to get on camera, smiling and stuff. See him? He's hanging with me. Now something happens. I'm supposed to be shocked, like, no. Really? These guys are tattletales, yo. They tattletale. Don't get it screwed up. They tattletale. They tell on each other. Stop. I may not know the details, but if you go up on the jet that such and such is on, arriving at Chicago airport in the next 2-3 hours, you might find something. Snitch. And I think when a superstar is snitching, they should release it. The same way you publicly be wanting to say you do, they should release it. You're a superstar. What business you got in another superstar's business? Stop it. Because they didn't run up on the plane last week. They didn't run up on the private jet last week. That's how I know someone snitched. Trust me. Y'all didn't run up on somebody else's jet. So I know someone was tattletelling. That's a fact. That's a fact. These dudes are snitches. They're snitches. And if they're not snitching to the cops, they're snitching on their best buddy, where he's gonna be, when he's gonna be there. Stop. Stop. Yes, I know. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I I know me and you ain't cool, but I just might want to say, look out for you, that such and such is gonna be at such and such. If you want to go by there and check him out, see what type of time he's on. You do it. You do it. They all do it. They do it. Don't be mistaken. They're like, oh, no snitching. Yeah. And I bet I could find half these artists that snitch. Really? You got snitch for sport. No different than the game. You tell on your competitor when it's convenient. No different. No different. Man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I know. I know a lot. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm probably get back at y'all later on. But this is crazy. TMZ News releases that 70 pounds of marijuana was found on Juice World's plane. Who told about that? Number two, he said he took unknown pills. Why is all friends saying this in consensus and not stopping him from taking these unknown pills? Really? Really? And then he had lean on it when people are alleging he stopped doing it. But randomly, the same time he overdoses, there's lean there. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Stop. Stop. And they're not after all these rappers who rap about doing all the types of things. So why is it they're pulling up on Juice World, who just makes music? Juice World wasn't talking about, I do this, I do that, I sell straps, and like, stop. These dudes, I now have it in my mind that these dudes who be rapping about all the stuff they're moving, somebody's a snitch or somebody's with feds. Because if you're doing all that, I ain't rapping about none of it. And if I am, I ain't doing none of it because it doesn't make sense. Why am I telling on myself? Why? It's crazy. Get in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this situation. Let me know what you think actually went on. Let me know about the friends, whether you think that found on his jet someone told, who you think told. Come on. I know what I got. I know who tried to tell on me for something less. If you would go out your way to try and tell on someone for something less than, and you're hanging around someone who's really moving something, how am I supposed to think you didn't tell on them? Really? Because you can't afford what they got? You wouldn't? Oh, did Juice World smash a girl you wanted? Interesting. Interesting. Really? Really, though. Get in the comments below. Let me know what's going on. Shout to the greatest nation since United Nations. We in the building. I'm going to get right back at y'all. Today, I just want to double down on what y'all thought about the situation, the scenarios. All rights reserved. We in the building. Greatest nation since United Nations. CommenterNation. Your favorite time. You already know who you rocking with.